Hey, we're away again.
Let's go.
What's going on, boys?
Friday night.
Episode 19.
Aye. Shocked you got that name.
Something across them lines.
I listened to the last podcast and I did.
Ah, you
that-
never posted it on Instagram,
Well,
though, did
I
you?
never listened to it all yet because I was busy. But
Oh, couldn't fit an hour and a half. Not even an hour and a half at your week.
Yeah.
Just didn't even
I
care.
listened to it now.
Didn't they post it on Instagram? Didn't they fuck all, really?
Mind how he begged us for 5 weeks. Let me do something.
Aye.
Didn't bother.
My social media has been quiet myself.
Right.
Well, ours hasn't been.
Aye.
You know what I mean? You didn't just decide, it's fine this week.
I
Okay.
forget.
Need to put the effort in.
I forget, man.
You'll get
I
out what you
text
put in.
every fucking Monday in the WhatsApp. Remember and put the fucking thing in. Just didn't he?
Didn't bother.
Useless.
Too much today. What, we're spending 3 hours at work playing hide and seek.
You need to edit that out.
Fuck sake.
At 1 minute in.
You need to edit that.
Jesus Christ.
Aye, that was at your other job though, wasn't it?
No.
Right, let's just move on, yeah.
So, what's been happening this week, boys?
I was at my mother's for tea. That's how it was late, mate.
Joy makes a good.
You tell me
Joy
8
makes a
o'clock.
good scran.
No, I said 8:30.
No, you never.
I didn't the
He
WhatsApp.
definitely
it
said
did,
8:30.
because then check
When
it.
you
No,
turned
you
up,
never.
when you
You
turned
said
up
8
at like
o'clock.
2 minutes to 8,
I said we
was
said
like,
8 o'clock before, and I was like, I'm going to have to speak to my mother, and we'll see.
can we make it 8:30?
Can we make it 8:30?
Oh, I missed that fucking message.
You didn't, because
You replied.
you responded to it going,
With
oh,
a
no,
gif.
no worries, man.
Aye, you
If
did.
a GIF, then that means nothing. Could we start at 8ish Friday?
And keep
Is
scrolling
it
down.
cool? Literally, Deke replies, yeah, sounds good, man. The next message, is it cool with you if we start like 8:30 in the morning? Can't really do earlier. Yeah, that's fine, man. Deke. 2 minutes later, Banjo. Yeah, that's sweet, man. Cheers. So you did say it. And then you said something about a drug that you'd picked up. So Ken.
I found it on the street, and I fucking handed it into the
Just,
police.
it was like a
Responsible.
lost tenner.
I know, I was
Just
a bit...
floating down the street with an owner. Just thought, I don't know
was
why I
about
had to get
10
into
minutes
waste.
late because I was sitting at Miller's and she made me a steak. And I was like...
to digest it
no,
properly.
I was like, I'll eat this and I'll be about 20 past, I'll leave, I'll get some beers and head up to Deke's. Just as I finished, she's like, you want another steak? I was like, well,
Aye.
I'm going to be late, lads.
Worth it.
Do you want another steak?
Yeah. You didn't turn that sort of thing down, do you?
Nah, you didn't.
What kind of cut was it?
What do you mean?
Fillet.
Fill it.
Probably,
Ribeye.
Fill
aye.
it.
Only the
Sirloin.
best, the finest. But I know it was good. That's kind of been the highlight of my week.
Do you have a
based on how it
preference on
works
steaks?
Well, like cook wise.
See, if you say you have yours well done,
oh no, 'cause
we're
it's
looking
medium.
for a new member of this podcast.
You ruin a steak if it's well done.
Kind of debating it anyway.
No, I have it medium. I prefer. I don't know. Maybe a fillet.
I like it rare. I wouldn't have it blue though, eh?
My ex used to make steak, and it was reverse steak. She just seared it.
Just cooked it in the middle.
No, but it was weird. Like it was really nice.
She didn't cook it, she froze it.
Well,
Then
it
you
was
had to chew through
It was like
it was
raw.
like a nice lolly.
No, she would just warm it, but then put it in hundreds of like lemon juice and that, and it would like obviously the acidity
So it's
would
like
cook
blue.
it. Aye.
It's kind of. Is that not like a French thing? French or Spanish?
The acidity.
It sounds French.
would cook
no.
it like it was well nice.
That's not a cook it. That's literally the lemon is in the hope that it kills the bacteria that's on the outside of the meat.
It was nice. Though.
But it was
Really
fucking
nice.
good.
Gives you tapeworm, mate. You ever had blue? You ever had steak blue?
No, completely no.
Where it's just like, then you turn it over.
Some restaurants.
Then you go ready to go, and you're
Still
like,
fucking
you can
mooing.
fuck off.
Aye.
Aye.
Some
Should
restaurants
still
make
be
the
running about
sound.
in the fucking field, man. Fuck that.
You'd be as well running up and biting a coot in the ears. If you're
Aye,
running blue.
essentially,
You know what I mean?
aye.
Like, fucking hell.
That's how our ancestors ate it.
Not sure if that's true. But alright.
It's shite the choice of meat.
What?
we've
Did they
got.
just eat raw meat? That's what they did.
Don't think so. Yeah.
Well,
I
our
think they
ancestors.
discovered fire.
They were eating raw meat before they discovered fire.
Aye, but we remember monkey then,
But some of us
They
are
still
still
are.
quite close.
eh? Fuck's sake. Man.
Some of us are apes.
I'm that wee howler monkey. Ken the one who sits and
The right annoying wee cunt.
Aye.
that young.
Checks out. Does check out.
Suits you a T.
I kept getting in bother at work for making monkey noises today.
You did that.
It was well bad.
You're a fucking dick.
Like proper screaming it like.
Folk must think something like you're just sitting there eating tip dip, making monkey noises.
No,
going
this
on
was
like
at
a
GBM.
This was a
fucking idiot.
GBM with the monkey noises.
And then Ricky had to come out and tell me to stop it, like, because he heard it for the office.
It was bad.
What a balloon you
It
are.
was a good.
It was a good
impression,
noise. Like, if I didn't see you then, I'd be like, what the fuck's going on?
though.
There's someone's got out of Kirkcudbright Wildlife Park.
Fuck's sake.
You see, the British cheetah's been released into Africa.
The British cheetah
Could you expand
doesn't
on that?
exist.
It does.
Let's
Well,
go.
it was like raised in Britain.
Right,
So it's
totally
a cheetah
different.
that was raised
Cheetah.
in captivity in
Aye,
Britain.
and then it's been released to Africa.
Right,
That's all the information I got. It was on the screen on Alexa, and I thought I'll talk about that.
right.
It just popped by for
So-
about 5
No, it's
seconds.
good. When you said that there,
So
I
keep
thought you meant
talking
like
then,
a
let's go.
native British cheetah.
But I don't-
Like, you know what I mean? Like that. I'm like, that doesn't exist.
Lives on
I
fish
don't
and
think that
chips.
would work though. Like, would it?
What,
do you
releasing an animal back into the wild?
Aye.
Yes, it's done all the time. It's
You're
no,
not sure?
literally, it's
But
done all
that's
the
a
time.
kind of like.
Whereabouts in Britain was it for?
No idea. I
Newcastle.
just said Britain.
Are you worried it might have an accent and the other cheaters will not accept them?
No, well, I think it'd be have kind
Why,
of.
aye,
Like,
man?
it'll have social anxiety. Like,
I'll have social anxiety.
like Ken, it'll not be
Oh,
all the other cheetahs like picking it and that.
well, it'll know what it'll
Bully.
just
Are-
it'll want to
Are
just
you
sit in a
thinking
tree.
of this cheetah like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
No, just.
All the other cheetahs will laugh and call him names. You know what I mean?
I gotta be pals with like the deer and that rather than try to kill
I'm
them.
pretty
You're a
certain that's
antelope.
not how animals work.
Then you're a fucking idiot.
I've seen like pals and that. Like monkeys can
I've
be
seen
pals
Frozen.
with dogs.
Animals can get along.
Monkeys can be pals with dogs. It's
Yeah.
totally different for a cheetah being pally with a deer.
Aye.
Eh,
Do you get deer in Africa?
I've,
Probably.
antelope.
Do you? Antelope, that's
Aye.
the word I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Aye.
like gazelle and that are pretty much just deer with
Aye,
different
it's
horns,
a
aren't they?
different
Really?
kind of gazelle.
Okay, I mean, off the same family tree.
So is that all you read in the story? It's been released.
Aye. See,
Cool.
Australia's rained.
Said that
It
last
rained
week.
in Australia. Great. It still pits it on fire.
Is it?
Aye.
Oh fuck.
Probably.
And there was it a massive fucking hailstorm and all?
Don't know.
Like-
Didn't see.
Golf ball sized fucking hailstones just raining down in the bit. Like, why would you want to live there?
That's the end of fucking
Folks
time
say
stuff,
climate
innit?
change isn't real.
Let
Aye.
let Australia just get on with itself. Leave it in just leave it alone.
It's a mad.
See
Like,
what it can do.
if you've got snakes and spiders that can kill you cutting about your house, no.
Yeah,
Just
no.
leave.
Big
No,
camel.
There are other
they are.
nice
Camel
places in the
spiders
world.
and that.
Get what
Oh.
I'm saying?
Far nicer,
Like,
far safer.
don't know why I die all the time.
They fires not caused purposely though, and then they get out
Yeah.
of control
Nah, some of the fires were caused purposely, apparently.
like that.
Aye.
But
Like,
nobody will
folks-
get done for that though. Like
Well, they can't, unless they can fin the person
Aye.
and like be able to say here's you on
Arson.
video
But,
starting this
is
fire.
that not for agriculture purposes so they can plant more for the vegans and shit?
Some of it is. Some like sometimes they like burn off bits of land and stuff, but I don't think it's that common.
I would imagine it would be very controlled in a place like Australia as
But
well.
they're not
Yeah.
meant to be doing it though. They're doing it on the sly, so then they can get to the land and be like, well, nothing's grown here, so we'll just fucking take it.
All right.
What?
Cool.
Who's they?
Whoever's doing it, like the fucking.
Well, you basically
Companies.
said that was like
It's companies.
I
it's
thought
big-
you were implying that the government did it.
No, it's like big companies. Government's
Big
probably
pharma.
involved, like
Big
aye,
pharma.
Big
Why
pharma.
not them trees?
But no, just so they can get the land and then.
It's what you're
Worse.
saying. If you burn down a forest, the land is then yours.
No, large.
it's cheaper. It's got lower real estate.
No, it's because they wouldn't be able to touch it with the whole system, whatever it's called.
ecosystem.
Something like that.
It
I was gonna
really
say,
is an honour
was gonna
being able to
say-
talk to you, Banjo.
man, I'm fucking rough as fuck. Leave me alone, like
It's something, isn't it?
economy system or something. I reckon.
This is why we were
Eco-
doing this on Friday
the
night.
economy system.
Because
I
you
know,
were going to be
But I
rough
ended
on
up,
Sunday.
I ended up getting fucked up tonight, and then it's just fucked me over because it backfired.
Nice.
So many of your stories end like that. Like, the night just didn't pan out the way that I thought it was going to.
But it always works out though, because we were talking about that. No matter what
Does it?
situation I get myself into. it
Oh,
always-
he
I
somehow
was
wriggles his
getting
way
him.
out. No, he somehow wriggles his way out of all these fucking shitty situations to get himself in.
like the lassie's catching me in that, and I'm like,
You are due a hiding.
backfired.
Oh, definitely you're
100%.
due hiding.
Mm.
You should have had about 6 by now.
Oh,
this
aye.
year. And it's only the 24th of fucking
I
January.
almost got well, I never got started on, but I was pushed a boy a bit too far last weekend, and I did because
What'd you do, yeah?
nah, there was a lassie in the bar, and I tried to get her number before, and I got shot down. And
Where's this?
in Dubai,
Right.
And I fucking said to
Sam's, it was Mo.
I said to this boy, Mate, I love Mo.
Tam showed up at the pub.
Mo-
Set up at him.
Tam would fucking kill you. You slap for Tam's hand, man. You're in a coma. That's you.
But I was saying
You're
this,
done.
I was saying to this boy, and he was like, "Oh, that's my missus." I was like, "Mate, she is fine as fuck."
Mate,
Right?
you're punching.
Take that as a compliment.
Is that Tyson Fury?
And he's failed Liverpool or something. He was like, "You would get stabbed for less than that, man." I was like, "Well, if you're going to have sex later, give me a shout. Let me watch." He was getting raging because I didn't ken because I was drunk and I was like, "Oh, Ken, it's just a wee bit of banter." But all his pals came up to me. He was like, "Listen, you need to stop, man. He's getting raging." It's like, fuck him, man.
So you got a date. I've got a podcast,
Nah,
mate.
he
And I'll
sounded
call him a
fucked,
cunt on
man. I
it.
felt like a dick the next day, but fuck it, man.
Imagine that
I'll buy
happens
him a
to you
drink
quite a
next
lot.
time I see him.
Get a bit. See if I was in the pub with you and he leathered you, I'd just sit there and watch.
I'd
I'd
laugh.
hold his drink. I'd hold his drink.
Fuck you. It's not happening yet.
Watching you getting curb stomped.
I've been jumped before,
Sure.
but I never got a kick in.
You got balled that one time.
I still never put me down. It's just not in my heat to rock.
That was pathetic.
See, I noticed last week that I've been coughing a lot on the mic because I've been ill for like a month now. No, I'm
Been
not.
ill for a month.
I'm not ill anymore.
Maybe want to get the doctors then.
But Ken, when like you smoke and you get like a
That
cough,
grogginess.
and then it just doesn't leave you for like 3 weeks. Like I'm
Yeah.
totally fine. I'm not ill anymore. And
I
I'm
got
up
to
and
the
about
hospital
that.
if it lasts that long, like.
Mate, it happens all the time.
That's why you
It's
should
worse
get
than
hospital.
that.
Every time I get a cal, it happens. But it'll be gone in like probably another week or some shit.
Mm.
Did you see that new outbreak? China.
Aye.
It's got
The
today.
Coronavirus?
The coronavirus.
Was it coronavirus? It's something like
It's
that.
something like that. It's a respiratory virus, right?
I went to the Chinese on Friday and Thursday there too.
It's also in a.
I
There's
went-
been
I went
cases
to
in
the
Scotland.
I went to the Chinese on Thursday.
Shite
What,
myself.
did you think you were going to get it?
I just finished it and then I seen that post and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
here
the
we go.
coronavirus.
Did you do the same with bird flu? Like, you wouldn't have gone outside?
No, but
Because
Ken,
you were like, there's seagulls
spreading
outside.
pretty
I'm,
quick.
I'm
Cheese.
staying.
like Graham,
Aye.
he still doesn't eat beef because he's feared of mad cow disease.
He needs to get a grip, man. It's not how it works
He
anymore.
says he's allergic to peanuts and that, but he's not.
It's actually got well out of hand, this virus, since I last checked, innit?
Is it?
There are currently 830 confirmed cases in China. 26 have died. I think the last time I seen was like Tuesday, and it was like 50, and like 3 folk had
Do
died.
you know what it is?
It's getting
It's
up.
them shiting
vi-
on the fucking streets.
Apparently,
and just living in it.
It was somebody day with a bat as well. They think it might be
That's
like
rabies.
no,
No?
because they've got these like
Sorry, lads,
open
didn't realise that was on it. It was on
like
silent.
food markets,
Oh, right.
and there was a photo taken of a bat like near, like in some soup or some shit like
There
that.
was a photo taken of a bat and it's just coughing its fucking lungs out.
It was me.
Fuck,
Aye, but apparently now the virus has spread to Europe with 2 cases confirmed in France. And there was also suggestions that there was cases in Scotland as well.
Why do not like? At what point can you just start putting folk down?
It's not that stage.
It's nowhere near that
You
stage.
know what I mean? No, they've like, because it's a Lunar New Year as well in China. It's like a big deal for like folk moving around the country and that, but they've shut down as a Wuhan?
Wuhan.
Yeah,
Wuhan? Yeah.
whatever it is.
Build a wall.
And
They've got you. It's quite famous, actually.
you can see it for space. They're like shutting down transport and shit, and like quarantining people that are confirmed and all that shit. But it's spreading pretty quick. They don't really know how it's.
I bet it was a Chinese
They
government.
didn't get anything about it. That's why they're like, this could be a big deal, but we didn't actually care.
I mean, from the fact that when I seen it, it had about 50 confirmed cases, and it's got 830, and that's in about
Ken, what?
4 days.
So would you catch that by breathing on somebody?
I would assume so. Because it's
It's
a
a
respiratory,
respiratory disease.
virus, I would assume it passes like the common cold.
Yeah.
But that's me totally guessing.
Ooh.
Like coughing, sneezing.
Ken will sort it right out. A bit of organic cider vinegar and some CBD oil.
Oh,
CBD,
fuck.
CBD oil
do
could cure
everything.
anything, man.
Oh, fuck aye. So you might as well just smoke weed. See the amount of fucking I've been at festivals, right? And I'm not in that's like, oh, weed's bad. And it is good for some stuff with actual scientific merit. But see the amount of times I've been at a festival with some cunt off his head that's claiming that it cures cancer. And I'm like, mate, you need to calm down.
Aye.
Like,
I'd say it slows it down. I wouldn't say it cures it.
oh, mate, you've got a hangover. Weed.
Aye.
I agree with that.
Doubt. I definitely didn't. A whitey or the bit. You know what I mean? But it's just shit like that. Like, oh, somebody's.
I mean, I'll be fair, like, it is good for, like, pain relief and that.
Aye.
And, like, stress and, like, sleeping and that. But,
I'm so past hearing these all the things that'll cure malaria. Aye. Weed.
aye.
Fuck off.
It's just everything, man.
What can? I know, but the coronavirus is getting a bit. It's got a cool name though.
Look at you
Corona.
drinking the Chinese beer.
It's
too.
coronavirus, isn't it?
Tiger. It's Indian beer, mate.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
See, the
Singapore.
Chinese.
It's not Indian. I'm wrong.
Where's Singapore?
Singapore. I don't fucking know. China. China. China.
Is it?
You're looking at me like you think you can, but you actually didn't. I'm
what an idiot! He
90%
doesn't
sure
ken,
it's
but I
fucking
do
China.
so.
I'm definitely cutting this out if I'm wrong. It's a country in Asia.
I'm
This,
pre-
this,
I
this
was-
whole bit's getting cut.
I'm pretty sure. I was going to say, I'm fairly sure it's a country, but I could be wrong.
I thought it was a capital.
Country in Asia. It is a country. I thought it was a. I thought it was just to say. This bit's getting cut out.
Well, I think the Chinese government has released that virus as like a chemical warfare. To them-
Aye, on their own fucking people.
Exactly. To then spread about to us because we get hundreds of visitors, the Chinese folk, and then honestly, man, it's
What would be the benefit? Are you like saying this is like a V for Vendetta kind of thing? Have you ever seen that movie?
I love that film, but they never.
Tell me what happens.
They never did that
Yes, they did.
virus.
Yes, they did. That's the point of the movie.
Point of the film.
What?
You dick.
In V for Vendetta, the government comes into power because they release this virus on Britain to make them scared, so they vote in the Chancellor. That's the whole basis for the movie. And V was one of the people that he experimented on, the main guy. He then gets all fucked up and then turned into superhero V.
Do you
and then
know?
he fights back.
Do you know the only
Is
thing?
this like the Book of Eli where you've missed the whole fucking point of it?
Well, do you know
what
the
do you mean he
thing-
was blind?
Do you know the thing? What I thought?
What do you mean? There was a virus in that.
I thought the thing I figured out that film, and I thought
Here we
I'm
fucking
fucking dead smart about it. V for Vendetta, right?
Right.
Is like Vendetta's like revenge in that fucking.
Mhm.
V is 5 in Roman numerals,
Yep.
and 5 is 5th of November.
Yeah.
So like it's Guy Fawkes, isn't it?
That's the whole. Yeah, his
Yes.
plot is to blow up Parliament. It's not a very well veiled metaphor, Banjo.
Figured that out, mate.
If you can vaguely read between the lines, you might be able to work
If you
this
can
out.
vaguely read
Got it,
between
though.
the lines of this very explicitly well written script, then yeah.
Mate, it was good, man. It was good. I love that film.
Oh, right,
I was
also, he was held in cell 5, which had a V on it. That's where he got the V from in the context of the movie.
What?
He didn't
Oh,
pick
cell
his
5,
name, but he was in
aye.
cell 5 and had a V.
Aye, because he
so
left
it was
notes and shit, didn't
Yeah.
he? Mm.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
He has that mad speech where he says V a lot, and I'm like, wow, cool.
Love it. Sound,
Yeah.
mate.
Ken, what else came
I'm
out this
going to
week,
shoot if it's alright.
Why did Anonymous copy his mask then?
though? It's like a rebellious kind
Because
of
the whole
thing, innit?
point was like they don't have faces.
Yeah.
Mm.
And V's like standing up against the man.
So like the anarchy.
Yeah, kind of. Because that's V's
He's
whole
like,
point.
he doesn't need to have a face to do it. He just needs
Yeah,
to have.
it's an idea
Yeah.
more than a face.
That's why
V's
then.
point.
That's why then other folk that support it wear the mask because it's like it's not being part of the. It's not me that's doing it. It's the idea.
A collective.
Mm.
We are legion, for we are one.
No,
Oh,
we are
shit.
legion, for we are many. Call me legion, for we are many. That's how it goes.
That's what it was.
Call me legion, for we are many.
My mistake.
Brilliant film though.
From
good
the
film.
Bible. Tell you what else was good this week. Eminem's new album.
Oh,
I knew you were going to want to say that because I
Boy.
took that. I put that in my notes.
Legit as fuck. Did you see the fucking Darkness music video?
No, I never seen it.
Have you heard
Have
the
you not
song?
seen the video?
I've listened to all the songs on the album, but I've not.
Oh
seen
no,
the
it
videos.
totally.
Mate.
It's different level
Aye.
if you watch the
There
Right,
video.
was-
see if
there was
you
a
didn't
lot of shit
even
kicked
like-
up.
If you didn't even like Eminem, you need to watch the Darkness music video.
Aye.
It is that
Aye.
fucking legit.
Honestly,
Aye.
Like I was sitting watching it when it came out last Friday. And typical us, we recorded last week's podcast on Thursday. The
Aye.
album dropped last Friday, and now we're not recording until the following Friday.
Aye. So if we'd have done,
So this
if
is
we'd
like
have done
old
Sunday,
news.
then would have
Aye.
been sound.
This is
but
like old news, but
it's his 10th #1 album
it's fucking mental.
It's
Like
well
the
good.
album's good,
in a row.
but that video itself.
Aye.
I was sitting watching it on Friday morning before I went to work, and I was literally sitting with my mouth fucking wide open, like
Aye.
holy
Like
shit.
you hear the lyrics.
Here,
but
wait,
then when you-
Banjo, open this.
I'm gotta check some of the songs because like
All right.
some of them are fucking.
Do you want to get a live reaction to Banjo watching this shit?
You go on Lion, I like that.
Can we put it on?
I can mute the audio and then just edit it out, and then we'll come back for the reaction if you want. So Banjo's just watched the Darkness video from Eminem for the first time. What did you think?
Fuck man, I never clicked on what was going on at the start.
It's mental,
and then,
innit?
And then it fucking as soon as it clicked, I was like, holy fuck.
And then the whole song just sounds
Aye.
totally
Yeah.
different.
Aye.
When you
You-
listen
you
to
think
the
it's
second
about him,
time,
like,
yeah,
Talking about
Holy
his cell,
fuck.
getting depressed before a show, or like
Aye.
worrying about it, and you're like, Oh fuck.
So for anybody that doesn't ken and doesn't care if it gets spoiled, it's about the Vegas shooter.
Mhm.
But a lot of folk have heard it at this point. It's been fucking massive on social media. But
Holy
the whole
shit, man.
point is the first half of the song is him talking about anxiety and going to a concert and shit like that. And then it breaks halfway through and it's about the Vegas shooter. And then when you listen to it again, you're like, holy fuck.
Aye.
Absolutely fucking man.
Aye.
It's so
Fucking
well
hell,
done.
man.
I was trying to compare it to other videos he's done. Nothing really
Nah.
comes close.
That's done so smart to fucking hell.
Like,
Nah, no,
I was thinking, if you're talking like top 5 Eminem videos, for me, number 1 is probably Stand by Eminem, just in terms of
Oh, that's
the music and the
Aye.
video together. I think
Mhm.
if you're talking his best song, like just on its own, is probably Lose Yourself, just for how big it was and how critically
Aye.
acclaimed
Yeah,
it
I
was.
like that. Aye.
But I think the Lose Yourself video was just a fucking 8 Mile trailer, wasn't it?
Aye. Pretty
But
much.
Stan's lyrics, I would say, were better than this lyrics.
Mm.
But I think this video and this video's message is
Aye.
on par with Stan. So I still think you'd have to put Stan first, and then you'd put
Yeah.
probably Darkness second. You could have Love the Way You Lie. It could be in there. That's got a great video as well.
Nobody else does that though. That kind
No,
of stuff.
it's
do they?
mad.
Fucking hell.
But it was fucking good. That was like the highlight of the album.
Because I was listening to the song, but knew
Aye, it's totally
what it
different.
means. Fucking hell.
When you listen to it again,
Aye.
it like started making me feel really sad when I listened to it again. So I was like, fucking hell. But the album as a whole was really good. So what would you say was your favourite song on the album? Then?
I'd probably say Leaving Heaven.
Who was that one? What was that one again?
Leaving Heaven by Skylar Grey.
Oh, aye, that's a good one. Yeah.
But I want to know what that's about though, because I'm getting it mixed up. Is it about fucking his dad dying or something, or is it about
I can't even mind the lyrics.
Machine Gun Kelly? Like,
No, he had a line about Machine Gun Kelly in one of the songs. It was like,
It was the
I'm a
first gen.
god.
Fucking rip.
It was like, I'm a god.
of
and
hanged him for his sins or
yeah, his
something.
mortal sins or something like that, and all this shit.
Unaccommodating, was it?
Yeah, I think it was unaccommodating. I like Premonition. I actually liked the opening, the Premonition, the intro, the first song. That was really fucking well
We
done.
heard, was it Stepdad?
Yeah, that was good.
Like,
There's all of his. the songs are
Eminem's
really
just the fucking goat, though, isn't he?
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to accept it.
but it's weird to think that he's almost 50
Fucking hell.
and he's coming out with that kind of shit. Like,
Yes, he was getting some shit for that off because he mentioned Ariana Grande's concert in one of the
Aye.
songs,
Yeah.
and people were like, "Oh, it's disrespectful to the victims and all that." And I'm like,
no though.
he released a statement. I'll read it in a minute. I just want to find this MGK quote real quick. I don't know if we'll be able to find it. I'm pretty sure it's in here somewhere though.
Do you think generations nowadays? Do you think they listen to Eminem and that, or do you think it's
Aye, of course they do.
like?
Eminem is still the biggest artist in the world.
Aye.
Kim, what I'm saying?
Aye, but
Like,
would they know like his first albums that came out and shit like that?
they maybe went back and listened. Here's the MGK lyric. But when they asked me if the war is finished with MGK, of course it is. I cleansed him of his mortal sins. I'm God, and the Lord forgives even the devil worshippers. And I'm like, mate,
Oofed.
that was the
Class,
MGK
like.
lyric. What was the other thing you were wanting to, Kim? I can't even. Oh yeah, the Ariana Grande thing. Or well, he got shit for it, and they were saying that the Manchester mayor criticised him because he mentioned the lyric about bombing the Ariana Grande concert, and he released a statement. I think it was earlier on the day. Actually, it was on his Instagram, and then he released like a dick pic kind of thing. It was funny. This is the
Released a
statement.
dick pic after that.
Gentle listener, in today's wonderful world, murder has become so commonplace that we are a society. Wait a minute, I need to take my headphones off this. We are a society obsessed and fascinated by it. I thought, why not make a sport of it and murder over beats? So before you jump the gun, please let me explain. This album was not made for the squeamish. If you're easily offended or unnerved at the screams of bloody murder, this may not have been the collection for you. Certain selections have been designed to shock the conscience, which may cause positive action. Unfortunately, darkness has truly fallen upon us. So you see, murder in this instant isn't always literal nor pleasant. These bars are only meant for the sharpest knives in the drawer. For the victims of this album, may you rest peacefully. For the rest of you, please listen more closely next time. Good night. So he's just saying, I need to say this because somebody needs to say this.
Aye.
Because the shit that's going on and we're not talking about it.
Aye, like you need
And nothing's
to
happening.
start doing something about it.
It's all good having this chat. Like I think he's probably more specifically talking about the shootings in that in America when it comes to darkness, but the cycle's always the same. It's like shooting, everybody's outraged for a week, nothing happens. Oh, we're gonna do this, gun control, nothing happens. Another shooting, same thing happens again. Yeah, repeat. And he's like, we need to do something about this. And if I'm the one that's got to say it, I didn't mind that.
I didn't get Americans with their guns.
Yeah,
like I really didn't, because they're all is it the Fifth Amendment, Third Amendment, Second, whatever,
Fourth Amendment,
some sort of amendment, whatever. They're like, well, it's my amendment, right? So it's
my right.
It.
I don't agree with the.
Like I have the right to bear arms.
I don't agree when you is it Texas they can walk about with fucking a rifle in
the
back.
You can have like open carry permits and stuff.
I think that's fucking stupid. Like
this is stupid having guns.
Nah, man. I agree with the guns.
How many of your pals have been shot at scale?
9.
Well,
but there's still rifles in that about.
Aye, there's still rifles in that about. Folk have them for hunting. Like how fucking paranoid do you have to be to think that all of a sudden the government's just got to come for you? Like
the argument that's always made is security. And like, oh, I need guns to protect my family and that. And I can see the argument for that when everyone else has guns.
But take a pistol.
Aye. But if nobody has guns,
leave your house.
You don't need a gun.
Aye,
That's
police.
my opinion.
That's all you need.
The police didn't even have guns here, man.
They didn't need them.
Because nobody else has fucking guns.
I should correct that. There's times when they could be doing with them.
Like,
obviously.
That, the bridge.
That's armed police though. That's a specialised unit. It's not like
I got drug tested by them in Carlisle.
Aye.
And I did.
But no, it's like it opened up a lot of questions. The whole album opened up a lot of questions. Darkness was the one that specifically a lot of folk pointed to.
Yeah.
Was like,
what's that Weaving Heaven song about then?
Oh yeah, that was what I was
I didn't ken. I'm torn between. I've been trying to
what did you think it was about?
Because I thought it was about either his dad dying or the end to fucking MGK. I reckon.
I'll just then. Fuck it. This will make it easier. Highlights his path to success. Apparently, I can't remember the song. It's only been out a week. 9th track, Skylar Grey. Powerful song. Analyzes his accomplishment. He uses his analysis to realise what has swiveled him into the harsh and ruthless man he has been.
Oh, fuck that right up there. Oh well.
I'm not surprised to find out that the message totally escaped you.
Was that the one? No, wasn't he? There was one where he done like another Rap God verse where he like
broke a record.
Damn fucking mental. It was class.
I broke that record.
It was Godzilla with Juice WRLD. That's the song.
He's such a monster.
He's such a beast.
Like
he's an absolute savage.
Aye.
And folk are like, oh, he's shit, and I'm like,
you didn't understand.
It's not even that. Like the thing that annoys me. I was watching some guy on YouTube break it down, like one of the songs.
Yeah.
And he was like, the main criticism Eminem gets is he's not as good as he used to be. And he was like, they're missing the point. He's the only person you can compare Eminem to is old Eminem. Because nobody else is on his level.
Aye.
He doesn't have to beat his old albums. That was him that made them.
Exactly, that's my thing. Like, he's the GOAT.
Yeah, that's that. And I think he said something like, "That's when you know you're the GOAT, when they compare you to yourself."
Aye.
I don't need to beat me.
Aye.
They have to beat me.
I'm still
nobody's at my point.
He's not as good as he used to be, but he's still better than everyone else.
That was one of the lyrics in one of the songs. I can't remember. He was like, "Even if I was half as good as I used to be, I'm still twice as good as you'll ever be." That
Love
was one
it.
Of the lyrics.
Aye, that's perfect, man.
And
there was
you're like,
it's
fucking mad, man.
There was a breakdown in his lyrics, and it was, I'm fucking well off here. But it's something today.
I thought that was the breakdown.
I'm well off, mate.
It's just Eminem, I'm fucking well off here. Like, that's me, I'm done.
No, it was, I can't remember what it was, man, but it. Oh, mate, I've told.
Why did you bring it up?
No, because
there's this breakdown.
I keep thinking it was something to do with feet.
Aye, pedicure. It was, don't go. People call me petty, but I've got nothing to do with feet or something like that. Like pedicure, petty. It was
no, but it was
that's pish.
8.
It was good.
Honestly, that's
I leveled it.
No, no, there was something. There was honestly. I don't know what it was.
No, it was a good lyric. I just fucked up.
You're saying you're not quite the lyricist.
I'm not quite Eminem, right? I mean, I could sit and talk about this album all fucking day. It was fucking beast. But what was it? I'll just find this real quick and then we'll bounce. Oh, fuck this one. There was another good one. He was talking about people that like follow him. Like, he was on the MGK thing still. And he was like, but it seems like the more they studied my music, the more they remind me of my eyeballs. I watch my pupils getting cornier. Look at how mad a lyric that is. I was like,
sweating.
Fucking hell. Aye.
Is the GOAT. Like, it's
Oh,
as
he's the
simple as
best
that.
ever.
There's nothing.
Nobody touches him.
No.
He's so fucking good. And the album was really fucking good as well. And I was like, holy shit, man.
What's the name of the album?
Do you think MGK
The name of
will
the
come out
album
with
is
something?
Music to be Murdered By.
Music to be murdered by. Check it the fuck out.
And he had it was like Alfred
If you don't have Spotify or iTunes, fucking YouTube it, mate.
YouTube it.
YouTube's
Find
free.
it. Listen to it. Listen to Go watch the Darkness video.
Aye,
You
watch
need
the
to do
Darkness
that.
video.
That was
And then
fucking
then
beast.
when you listen to the song the second time, a lot more it's like,
Yeah.
holy fuck.
I
Like,
would say-
it's weird, because like the second time you listen to it, you're like, fuck.
Aye.
Okay, what I mean?
I would say my pick of the songs in the album. I would say the Ed Sheeran one, Those Kind of Nights, was the worst song on the album.
I don't like it.
I didn't like it at all. Unaccommodating with Young M.A. was a beast fucking song. Godzilla with Juice WRLD was really good as well.
I didn't like the song with the guy with the like high voice. I don't like that.
You're going to have to give me more than
Any idea?
Yeah. I would say that those would be my two picks. Unaccommodating and Godzilla with Juice WRLD. They were probably my two favourites. Other than
Alone
Darkness.
Alone in the Darkness.
Well, just it's called Darkness.
Oh, well, whatever.
But no. That was a highlight. Maybe I was well chuffed when it dropped last
Uh,
Friday. 'Cause
well,
it was
you-
a release album. And
I literally just got a
surprise
text. Have you heard this? Have you heard Darkness by Eminem? And I was like, no. Watch the video. I was like, I'll maybe get a listen. No,
Bruh,
get it watched.
Bruh.
And I was like, holy fuck. Like,
It was
after I'd watched it, I was
fucking
like,
good.
holy fuck.
Aye. Well, no, it was good, man. And fair enjoyed it. Also, as we're on kind of entertainment, with the success of the Witcher TV show, Netflix announces it's making
Animated
a Witcher
series.
movie.
Aye.
Oh, that movie. They're doing an
bro.
animated series as well.
Oh well, this said it was
Is it Mr. Korea or something like that? Is the
I still never
the
watched the
folk that's
last
making it?
episode.
Netflix announces it will make a Witcher anime movie in response to the success of the TV show. Rumors are true. A new Witcher story is in the works. The anime film, The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf, will take us back to a new threat facing the continent. Brought to you by the Witcher team, tags the two, I guess, producers or whatever.
There's
And studio,
Laura something.
yeah, Hisrich and Bo DeMeo, that's his Twitter hashtag or handle.
Yeah.
And Studio Mir, the studio behind Legend of Korra. Legend of Korra, beast anime.
Aye.
So you know it's going to get handled well. I don't know if it's got a drop date.
Have you ever heard of the Legend of Korra, Banjo?
Not at all.
You ever seen Avatar: The Legend of Aang?
I've
Like-
Avatar.
Water,
No,
earth,
you're thinking
fire,
of
and-
James Cameron.
I mean, like water, earth, fire, air.
No, you'll know.
No.
No.
You're not an
I
anime
watched the
man,
last
are you, man?
Airbender.
Aye.
That-
So the TV show, the animated TV show for that,
Aye.
the Legend of Korra is like he's grew up being an old man and died, and she's the new Avatar,
Alright.
and it's a beast. It's fucking legit. Korra's a beast.
Yeah. So that'll be good. I'm looking forward.
Seven Deadly Sins got kind of shit.
Aye.
Aye. I really liked the first season. Like it came out swinging for the fences, and it fucking smashed it. And then this season, the story's been like, what?
Aye.
Aye, like it. I don't know. It kind of run out of steam.
Aye.
But like, apparently the comics, like I say comics, it's like the manga, are really good, and the
Aye.
story's totally fine with them. But I think they've tried to pack too much into the TV show,
Aye.
so it doesn't really make sense anymore.
a lot of it's do that.
It's good, man.
Aye.
I'd recommend watching the first season of Seven Deadly Sins.
No, maybe get a badge.
It's good, man. Escanor's fucking class. Well, he comes in like season 2. It's season 3 that's out now.
Aye.
It's season 3 that they've kind of fucked up.
Get a watch. But Witcher movie, or it's coming out.
Witcher movie's fucking. I love the Witcher.
I think
Man.
that's most of the.
That's my goat game. I think.
Oh, Witcher 3's brilliant.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
That lassie what's coming with my bit tonight, she's getting a lift for CD with me. My house is a fucking mess because I was got to get showered and tidy it up. Even the car's a mess.
You're not getting a shag tonight.
Oh well.
Bye. So the Witcher.
Ignore me, man. I'm having fucking flashbacks.
You're having
I have
flashbacks.
no idea what I'm saying, man.
You're having a panic
You're-
attack.
Having a cum down is what you're having.
Yeah. I'm soaking, man. I'm absolutely sweating my cunt off.
It is quite warm in here, though.
Oh, roasting. That's why I'm sitting here in my jammies, quite content.
Are you in your jammies?
I'm in a onesie, mate.
I thought that was a jumper.
No, aye, it's a jumper with legs.
They're
I fucking love a
uh,
onesie, man. I used to always be like, "Fuck off for your fucking
I've got
onesie."
2 of them now. They're well comfy.
Got you in, and I'm like, I've been missing a trick for
Aye.
a few years here. Like,
I get like sticky in them. I don't like it that much.
I get sticky in
I like if it's like a panda or like a sloth or a koala bear.
you're obsessed with fucking pandas, man.
And koala bears.
Koala bears, man.
Drop
Alpacas. See, folk like, oh, what do you want for Christmas or your birthday? You're well hard to shop for because you're so picky with stuff. Like, get me anything that's alpaca, panda, koala bear, monkey, like, just anything like that. Man,
Any animal. Anything you might get a child.
last it got me a pencil sharpener, like a panda, or a panda, man. I loved that. Like, I've still got it. I didn't even use pencils, but
Didn't he draw?
it
Got a pencil
sits
sharpener.
there. Sits there, man. It's brilliant.
I look at it every day with a smile on my face.
If anybody's listening,
Every time before
buy
he
me
leaves
some.
my bit, every day, kind of Emma's got them fucking llama slippers.
Aye.
It's got like the wee llama seeds on the front.
Aye.
Every day before he leaves, like anytime he's at my bit, he'll say bye to me and Emma, and then clap both the alpacas and give them a wee rub on the head, and then walk out.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know why I did that.
It's weird as fuck.
It is.
And he'll talk to them
That's
as if
serial
we
killer
weren't
behaviour.
there. He's like sitting there, like clapping the head, like see you later, and then gives them all like a wee clap on the head, like Ken, like an old man, like roughs
Aye.
up your hair when you're away or whatever.
Aye.
Does that to them, and then just walks out. Says bye to the fucking slippers after he says goodbye to us.
You're weird as fuck, man.
See when I gone in at nights and that, like my dogs will come through, and like they'll come through when I've got food and that, but when they're too lazy, they'll say hi and that, and
They'll say
Hey,
hiya.
Banjo.
like they'll come through and say hiya,
Hey,
and then
doggos.
when I gone up to bed and that, they both know if like roll on their back because I always give them a wee cuddle and that, like 3 a.m, and I get a wee rub in their belly and stuff, and then I gone up to bed.
That's normal. That's a dog. That's a living thing, not a pair of slippers.
Aye, but they're cool, man.
But they're a pair of slippers. Why are you clapping a pair of
Don't
slippers?
judge me, man. That's fucking. I like them.
I'm judging fuck at you. It's weird as fuck.
Fucking slippers.
It's like
man.
that Ken, that like child that's in him all the time. It switches straight like in his brain. Obviously.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Not like you see
Yeah, that child he's got in his car all the time. What?
I'm in
Nah,
the child.
The
It's not in
child,
me.
his inner child just Ken, there's times like he'll be talking away and you're like, he
Aye.
seems quite normal to now.
Aye.
And then it just someone switches and
Aye.
the fucking idiot comes out in him. That's as soon as he sees them slippers, the idiot comes out in him because he can't help himself.
I thought I was the only person that noticed it. Like,
No. Folk notice.
What I didn't notice you walking, saying bye to me, then walking across the living room, clapping the alpaca slippers, and then
Nah.
walking past me again.
Just with the wee inner child thing too.
No. Why do you think we got you on this podcast?
Fucking time, man.
Oh man,
Fucking tube.
I feel attacked.
Oh, I spoke to Holly and Russ, by the way. We're going to see if we can get them to do some Let's Play stuff.
Hey.
So, in a couple of months, we can start selling Holly's bathwater because she's a gamer girl.
We need to actually sit down and record some fucking gameplay.
Well, we're ready to go now. It's fucking dependent on heat the ball here.
It's spending time, innit?
Me?
Aye.
I'm off every Friday. Woo!
Cool.
You're away, is it next? Are you away next Friday?
No, this Friday after.
Where are you going?
Dusseldorf.
We could do next Friday then.
Oh,
If you're off every Friday, we can do next Friday night.
aye.
Because I'll be off.
I'm back shift next week, mate.
Oh, so yeah.
Ken,
be-
how I'm not at work right now.
I'll be back for
That makes sense.
Can we not do it in the morning?
Would have to be quick.
It's one of them you want to be able to sit down for like 2 or 3 years, isn't it?
Oh, is it Let's Play?
Aye.
Oh.
Aye.
We'll figure it out.
I'm determined to let Holly's game for doing it because he's really shite at video games. It's like it's not a game that he can be shite at.
How can I
To
play
enjoy.
COD?
You could do some COD.
Play
if you
COD,
want.
man.
Play some zombies.
Play COD.
No, we're going to play Worms.
Man, worms.
Oh, we were playing Worms last week.
Yeah, we done it for the test. You missed it because you weren't here.
How was it? Did it go? All
It
right.
was good,
No,
man.
it's fine.
Was it?
Aye.
Went well.
And you just recorded worms.
Well, we recorded like 3 or 4 games.
Done like Worms, that Medieval Knights thing.
Gears
5.
Gears 5.
It was good.
You
Aye,
got UFC. That'll
We're
UFC.
fucking...
That'll UFC. No, but that'd
What
be shit
about-
content.
What,
game.
2:40? Oh, I thought you were talking about the cowboy fight.
No.
That was 40 seconds.
That was a wee
I
shame.
stayed up, wrecked.
Did you watch? Oh.
Watched it.
Did you stay up for it?
I lost £60. I was too
course you
drunk.
did.
Wasn't he betting left?
I
it in the
left
pub?
it last minute because I was going to do an accumulator. And,
You can't even win a normal bet. Never mind a fucking accumulator.
well, I'm fucking... And then
What did you have?
I had everything. Everything. Every possible fucking outcome apart from under a minute. And I looked at it and I was like, nah, it's not... that'll not come through. I lost a bet because I did it on like 4 different fucking betting sites, and I was like, oh, £5 here, £10 here, £5 here, £60, man. I looked at it and I was like, not one came through. I was wrecked when I was doing it too. So when I woke up
Were you
in the
just
morning,
betting on Cowboy?
How could you possibly not have Connor to win by knockout?
Aye.
no.
How could you not
Because
just
it was
have
shite
Connor
odds.
to win?
It was shite odds, and I was like, it's not worth it.
That's
just
why
bet
it's
on
shite odds,
Cowboy.
because it's likely to
Aye,
win.
I
So you
bet-
just bet all on
Mhm.
Cowboy by the sort of
Aye.
I put a
I
fiver
bet on Connor, but it was him to
By
be knocked
submission.
down and then win and shit.
Oh, right. Yeah, see, I had 2 £5 bets. I had Cowboy by submission because it was like 8-1 or something. I was like, whatever. And then I had Cowboy fight to go the distance. Cowboy to score one takedown and at least one takedown in every round, and that was like 170-81. So I put
So
a
you went
fiver on that
fiver.
for
Why
like
not?
800,
I put-
900 pound.
I put the Mace on over 300 significant strikes, and that
in
it
40
was well
seconds.
good odds, man. It was like
Aye.
I put £1 on. Well, I never, but I put a tenner on. But if I put £1 on, I'd be getting like £80 back. And I was like, man, 300 straight. It was like 4. It's like 4.
Aye. 300 significant that's 60 a round.
But that's not bad though. Look at the Diaz fight and
Aye,
fucking.
but Diaz is
A boxer.
high output, innit?
But I would have
Like-
thought they would have both went stand up.
Well, they did, and it
They-
only lasted 40
they did.
seconds.
And then fucking
Couple of shoulders to the mouth.
Cowboy filled in.
So
I don't know.
Cowboy's a fucking vet, man. Like
No,
he's
Cowboy's
he's
done.
not the top fighter in the fucking UFC, but he's the
He's
the
the top
mate.
fighter in my heart.
Aye.
past his time.
Yeah, he needs to.
He's got the most. Has he not got the most fights out of anybody in UFC history? And he's still fucking fighting, man.
Maced of the fight, maced of the night bonuses as well.
Yeah.
Maced head kick knockouts. He's got some fucking records on him.
Mate, say what you want, man. Cowboy's the
Cowboy's a
fucking
savage.
benchmark. He's a
fucking
beast.
savage, all of them. But
I don't think he's never held a title though, has
No.
he? Which is a
Have you
shame.
not?
not in the UFC. It's time to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what I mean?
I mean, if he still wants to fight,
He's had 51 fights,
so
and he's getting on. And you're like, Cowboy, I love you.
he's
but
still
you're,
better than a lot of guys in the roster. Though.
You're got to do yourself some damage, son.
What rank is he?
Oh, I'll be like,
I think. Well, McGregor's
Well, he-
11.
well, no, it's pound for pound. He's 11.
Oh, so it is. Sorry.
Well, Cowboy fight, he jumps about. That's the thing. He jumps for 70 to 55 and then back again. And I'm like, mate, what? Get a fucking pick.
Who do you think
Uh,
McGregor's fighting next?
Let me just tell you.
Nobody.
Diaz.
That's him. He's done. Diaz 3 would be a fight.
Mm-hmm.
McGregor's ranked 14th at welterweight after that fight. Cowboy's not ranked at welterweight anymore. Cowboy.
I think there's still guys in that.
Cowboy's ranked 5 at 55. Lightweight, he's ranked 5. Connor's ranked 3 at lightweight. I don't think Connor's going back to 55 though.
No, I think he's got.
And I think he's too small for welterweight.
He
I don't
looked
think it
fucking
matters
strong.
anymore.
Like.
What about Masvidal?
Masvidal's too big.
But it'd be a fight.
I think Masvidal.
He wants to
starts.
fight
Usman.
Connor-
Kills him.
it's
He wants to fight
Masvidal will
Usman.
kill him in no time, I think.
What? Connor wants to fight. Usman's a fucking tank.
Did you not see the
Usman's a
tweets?
sat. No, I didn't. What?
Did you not see them?
See, this is where I got sour on Connor when he just starts
Let's
just talking
see
shit.
what
Like
Usman's tweets.
Google Usman's tweets, man. It talks about shagging Connor's wife and that.
What? Usman's? I thought you
Aye,
said Connor's.
But
I don't
apparently it got hacked. Apparently, but it's.
I don't think Kamaru Usman says that.
No, but
Honestly, because he's a pretty respectful guy.
But
Even
look
when
at
he's
them.
talking shit, he's still pretty respectful.
Holy shit!
oh
I
man,
didn't see this.
they're well bad. Like
Like, whether you see the shit that Colby was saying to him, and he's like, "Mate, I will just leathery." Like,
Conor McGregor is an Irish prick. Well, another tweet read, N-word. I will fuck your wife while slapping the fuck out of you, punk. Jesus.
that obviously.
there's Mayor.
And then
there's Mayor.
a third tweet appeared to show two bank accounts along with a caption, tweet in his bank password when I hit 1k followers. This is Usman's manager. Guys, Kamaru Usman's Twitter account has been hacked. UFC's working on getting it back. So apparently it was.
But Connor was like, no, I know exactly what they've done there. And like, it wasn't Usman, but it wasn't a hack either.
Somebody maybe got a hold of his phone or some shit.
Apparently I think he was thinking it was somebody in his team or something.
However, in his post-fight press conference, McGregor expressed skepticism over the source of the tweets. He said, I'd be skeptical of that because one came through early and it had all the hallmarks of the little fucking weasel, Ali, Usman's manager. They gave him control of the accounts. He had Frankie Edgar's account. He had Henry Cejudo's account. This has been going on for a while. He gets in there, writes something through their thing. I've been in discussions with some of these athletes that come on board and whatever, help them out in that, and I know exactly what happened. The way the first one was written, I knew exactly where it came from. And then all of a sudden, a little bit heavier ones, McGregor said. And then it became a hack job, so whatever. I don't know what the fuck is going on tonight. It was a bit weird tonight, wasn't it? Usman and Masvidal be doing mad stuff. All the best to them. That was McGregor's stance. I don't know. Usman kills Conor anyway. Who gives a fuck?
Aye.
Usman's guy destroys. So's Masvidal. They're too big. Conor is not a 70-pounder.
That's what annoys me with Conor. I'm like, Ken, what, mate? Talk all the shit you want if you're getting the job done. But then he'd be sitting there like, I'll fight Stipe. I'll fight John Jones. I'm coming after Kamaru Usman.
Usman's too big. He's
you're
tank.
not.
He's a
you
murderer.
Fucking balloon.
Masvidal's too big. He's not big enough for 70.
Diaz 3 or
Diaz.
I would like
Khabib.
Diaz 3.
I'm not watching him fight Khabib again.
I'm not watching that car
Ken,
crash
what
again.
I think Dana's wanting. I think Dana's sitting there hoping that Ferguson or Khabib gets injured, and he's gonna put Conor in the main event. I think that's what Dana's sitting waiting on.
What are they fighting at though?
55 for the belt in April. Conor can get a 55, that's not a problem, but I think that's what he's waiting on. Because I think a lot of fans are like, we don't want to see him fight Khabib again. But if it's a last minute thing, he can justify it.
Yeah. Well, I don't recall when I watched the fight that he was even close to beating Khabib.
No, he wasn't.
There was a couple of times where we were like, can you stop trying to fucking... Can you stop trying to strike with him? Just take him down and fucking choke him out, will he?
I think it was the third. Conor looked a little bit better.
Yeah.
He did have a moment or two in one of the rounds. I don't remember which one it was. It may have been the third.
I thought it was second round.
Maybe it was. I can't mind. But the rest of the fight was all Khabib. Like, it wasn't close enough to warrant a rematch. And you're like... And then they were like, try to build it up. Oh, but they had this fight after it and it blew up and the teams got really angry and all that. And you're like, that's not a reason to have a rematch. Just because shit
some
kicked
folk
off
in the
after.
other teams and Khabib for once acted like a fucking idiot. Doesn't mean he gets a rematch.
Nah.
Connor's a cunt. Connor's a prick all the time. I didn't see how it justifies getting a rematch with Khabib.
I don't know where he goes.
Did once.
Like Diaz 3?
Diaz 3 would be alright. I'd watch that because they've been close fights. Like they've been good fights.
And Diaz and Masvidal rematch. What do you think of that?
That's another rematch. I'd watch Diaz Masvidal again.
I'd watch Diaz Masvidal again.
I'd rather watch Diaz Masvidal than McGregor Diaz.
Masvidal, Kobe and Usman.
Kobe Usman would be a good fight again. I think Masvidal's probably going to be fighting Usman next.
So many options, man.
I don't know. I just don't want to see Conor fight any of them. You know what I mean? I don't want to see him fight any 70-pounder because he's going to get wrecked. And I'm like, well, it'd be a laugh to watch him get wrecked, but I mean...
Other than that, what's it got for you?
I'll watch it on a Sunday morning. It's not
I'm
staying up on a Saturday night kind of fight.
I'm staying up for fucking Khabib Ferguson.
Oh, fuck, that is the fight.
Rafael Dos Anjos, he's fighting.
Who's he got?
No idea.
I got really paranoid fucking... See, I had that job interview with the ambulance.
I was going to ask you.
How'd you get on?
I never got it. But I was sitting, I had it like yesterday, and I was sitting thinking they gave me like the dates for like, oh, well, if you get in, these are the dates that you'll start kind of hanging. It was like March, July, or November or something. And I'm like, I really hope it's not March because like I didn't want to be totally fucked because I've sat up and watched the UFC. I was like, oh, that could be really shit. I might have to pull a sickie after only being there for 3 weeks, but I want to watch that fight.
Fuck's sake.
But I didn't need to worry about it. I never got it. I fucked up one of the questions. I went like the wrong rate. He was like, "Oh, so what's your impression of like the role and stuff?" And I took that as like, right, I can talk about like
bacon, cheese,
different stuff. The fuck are you talking about?
I like bacon and cheese.
I like how chuffed he is with himself for that.
That attempt at humor.
I think they were meaning like they pretty much wanted me just to go into like the ambulance homepage and basically just say, a lot of folk think it's just 999, but there's like all this other shit going on in that and whatever else. But what I said was, well, obviously you're getting to 999 calls, and then I went through like some stuff you could get into and things like that, and was like, oh well. So again, if I turn up to like an RTC, I can that it could be quite graphic what you're turning up to, and that, but I can that I can keep a level head and make rational decisions and all that kind of thing. And, but that wasn't what they wanted.
How many folk were in the interview? Like,
it was just 2 guys that interviewed me, but I don't know how many folk went for an interview. There was like 10 or 15 dates when I think. Yeah, there was quite a few, but he said that he was like, if you hadn't went the wrong way in that question, you would have got in. And I was like,
surely they must be dying folk.
I was like,
not just one spot.
Thanks.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying like because I know.
Okay, I mean,
no.
Cunt sits and fucking eats tip, and I'm a fucking idiot for not getting into the ambulance.
No, I'm saying like they can't be like they must be short for folk. Like how many folk?
That's why they're recruiting like 20 folk or something.
I feel like a dick now.
It shit happened. Like I fucked up that question, but he was like, "Ken."
It's kind of shit that you fucked it on one question, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'd rather not know.
Well,
he
fucked up. Well, he said,
"No, we're not talking about you here." The
he asked me about like risk assessments and stuff. And he was like, "Have you got like much experience with like risk assessments and like hazard management and stuff?" And I was like, I rattled off whatever the fuck I said. And he was like, "Oh, your answer for like risk management and that was probably one of the best ones we had." And I'm like, "Thanks."
Gives the job, then you.
Like at the end, see if they'd have went. It's like see if they'd have went at the end. That's not really what we meant by like. What do you think? What's your interpretation of the role?
Yourself.
And I'm like, could you have said that so that I could have fucking put myself across better? Because he said he was like, if you, I think they mentioned during the interview, is like, oh, they should be recruiting in like Dumfries and Galloway. Like, would you not prefer to be there? And I'm like, well, they're not recruiting in Dumfries and Galloway, they knew, and I want a fucking job.
How where did you go for this?
Melrose.
Where's that?
Galashiels in the Borders. Because the area I applied for was Borders.
What were they planning on moving like?
No, they only work 3 days a week.
3 on, 3 off or some shit.
No, it's 3 12-hour shifts a week. It can be random times. So like, say some weeks it could be like fucking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Other weeks it could be say Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, whatever.
Are you? If there's jobs come up in fucking D&G, are you gonna apply for?
Aye, for sure. Because like he said to me, it was like, I'm sure if you just read up on that, I'm fairly confident that you would get in.
It's an absolute bastard when you. Get
and I was like, you can go fuck yourself, mate. This is doing me no favours right now.
See,
right now, because I had in my head like, because like I said the last podcast, I was like, I've never really had to try that hard to succeed kind of thing. I literally, because I've never once been to a job interview that I took seriously and not got the job. That was the thing. So like in my mind, when I was working the day, because they said yesterday, it was like, we'll phone you the morning, kind of afternoon. So I put my ringtone up like full, which I normally have my phone on silent, obviously, at work. But in my mind, I was like, I'm getting into these 3 start dates. You know what I mean? So like part of me was really looking forward to getting halfway through my shift at the co-op and being like, fuck you, I'm leaving in March. You know what I mean? But that's not what happened. And so I was trying as fuck the rest of the day. I was taking the piss out of poor Jock and everything. Jock lost his, what was it he done? I think apparently he was like driving with insurance or something. So like he's not got a car, he's been taking the bus. And I just started ripping fuck at him for not having a car. Just because I was in a shit mood. I was just like, you only get away early for your bus and that way, you cunt, and all that shit. I was just being a prick, and he was having a laugh with it, obviously, but oh man,
that's a bastard.
I was salty all day.
I had the same thing. See, when I went for the job at JP Morgan.
Oh, mind that.
I was like, fuck, because I'd never not got the job before when I went for an interview.
Aye,
and then it was like 4 hours of interviews, and I was like, I done well.
Aye.
And it was the guy that was just
4 hours.
Aye, it was all like 4 hours worth of interviews and shit.
My interview lasts like half an hour with every job.
Mate, this is JP Morgan, a fucking international incorporated bank. Like, it's a big,
one of the largest
deal.
fucking companies in the world.
It was this guy was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be interviewing you next, Hog," and I was like, "Ah, cool," because I've been like sitting shooting the shit with him, like between the shit we were doing,
right.
and he was like, I had you a minute ago," because there was like 8 of us or some shit. He was like, "I had you a minute ago. I'll see if we can get Urian back," and we sat down for the interview. I was like, "Any bother?" And I was like, "This guy, we're good here."
I've got a pal.
Aye, he didn't. He ended up not interviewing me. He ended up interviewing somebody else, and they had to phone somebody else down. He come and interview me, and I was like, "Fuck." So like,
I've just inconvenienced this guy's day right off the bat.
No, and I was like, it was this lassie that came down, and she was like, "Oh, okay," and we were chatting away.
Was she hot?
No, she was like 60, mate.
Mm.
And I was like, it went quite well.
But was she hot?
Well, 60's about your age, isn't it?
Mm.
What you like?
50's the top, whatever.
But no, like, it was still went quite well. But then I was like, I ended up not getting it, obviously.
Aye.
And I'm left sitting there thinking, see if it had been that other guy.
See if it had been fucking Henry, man, I'd have smashed that. Me and him would have been fucking best
because
pals.
like, you're sitting there thinking of them like recommending folk who they've spoke to and that. Because you end up speaking to like 7 different folk. And like, I got on really well with like all of them, I felt like, but that guy especially. And you're sitting thinking, or I was like, see if he was in that fucking meeting. He's like, "What, that hog boy? He was the fucking lad." I was like, I could have had that fucking job. But
just think, man, see if you'd have got that job, you and him could have been just fucking popping bottles and shit in hotel rooms and that.
I could have been looking forward to Brexit.
All over the world, mate.
Hog said he was going to give me money in that if he got that job.
I did, aye.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I though?
But here shit on the parade.
I didn't though, did I? And you can keep putting your fucking £60 bets on Cowboys to win fights against Conor McGregor.
I've never not got the job when I've had an interview, surprisingly.
It's because you've not, well, Deeks went into the ambulance there. That's the only one you've missed out on?
Well, I had you in it.
It's not quite the same as Gates and fucking...
No, what the Gates?
Where was it? Howie's?
No, that was...
Well, GBM and...
BSW, but that was fucking... That
was a
really
job.
It's not quite
I never had an interview for that. They just tell you to turn up, and I turned up.
Aye. See, it's not quite at the same level.
Stagecoach and that. I went for an interview there. Got the job.
Stagecoach.
Straight off the bat.
JP Morgan. Was it Scottish Ambulance Service?
How many buses have they got though, eh?
Mate, they own all of the buses. They own the roads the buses drive on.
Aye.
I was raging.
And the fucking politician that
local
asked them
news. And I do. It's not really
Is it that thing that Kev tagged us on?
No, I never got tagged in that.
Oh, he didn't want you there. Didn't want Banjo there to ruin it for everybody.
Banjo, can you leave the room for 10 minutes while I read this story? Right, what's your locals?
Not really my cup of tea, like, but...
He's looking through his Snapchat to find it. He can't remember what it is.
What is it?
Wait. Are you talking to your mic, please?
Hiya. I'm talking into my mic. So, I kept getting, like, looking at folks' stories and that, and it was like, oh, add this page, and it was called CD Offensive. And I was thinking, oh man, what's this?
This is just this podcast and all your misogynistic and vulgar quotes on it.
I was hoping it was going to be like Dirties and that. Mind like Dumfries and Galloway Dirties, like back in the day. I thought it was going to be that, man, but it's like fights and gore and shit like that, man.
No, I've no time for that.
Some of the things is pretty good, but I don't like the gore. Like,
see, that's the thing that gets me. See, when I'm at work and somebody's like, "Oh, do you want to watch this video of this guy getting stabbed with a screwdriver?" No, I didn't. I didn't need that in my life.
Folk missing half a face in that, but that's been gone.
But that's not going to.
So what's the news story?
It's got like 800 views in that. It's just a local fucking.
His news story is that. That's a thing that exists.
All right, how about an actual news story? Dumfries Gaming Festival to play big on mental well-being. This is what Kev tagged us in.
We were talking about doing like a rain thing for that. It was like the Macmillan 24-hour stream. A couple of folk have asked me if we'll start streaming, and I'm like, mate, we are not
even recording. Mate.
Well, it's not even that. Like, we're not consistent enough to be like on Twitch. That'd be like I'm quitting my job. Cards on the table. I'm all in. I'm Cody Rhodes.
But
right now,
Dumfries' unique arcade festival will again bring video gaming to the high street with a new slant for 2020. On the role of video games in mental well-being. From the 30th of January to the 1st of February, the team of artists will transform Dumfries Town Centre into a gigantic video gaming arena with free-to-play building-scale projections, current, classic, retro, and video games. So there's a lot of shit going on between.
Does that mean like we could play Mario Kart against the mid-steeple? Because I'd totally be game for that.
I'm not sure what it means, But
I'm gonna go and check it out, man.
I think it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 30th of January to the 1st of February. Free to play building scale projections.
Yeah, so like your TV is like on the side of the building. I'm not bad at Mario Kart.
I'd be alright.
I'd kill you at Crash Team Racing. Crash Team Racing, I prefer that.
It's been years since I played Crash Team Racing.
Yeah. I wanted to get the new one actually.
For 2020, Deluxe have partnered up with See You Through, a Support in Mind Scotland project for 16 to 30-year-olds experiencing mental health. It's a good cause as well.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
I like that, man.
So if you're about the 30th or the 1st...
That sounds like proper cheesy as fuck, but I'm like, I know I'm into that.
Yeah. You need to look after your mental. A bit of PMA, you know what I mean? But 30th of January, 1st of February, I'm sure you can donate, go and down, play some video games.
Go and down, take photos and put them on your social media. Aye. Like, even if you've got barely any pals.
Banjo
it gets folk talking about it, man.
Go on.
That's your Willie, mate.
Banjo just pissed in his leg in case I didn't.
I thought he said through his leg. I was going to say, it's not that big.
Aye, Banjo, you'll be down there. How about that? For a bit of arcade gaming on the side of buildings.
Aye, do you want to? We'll take Banjo down on the Saturday.
Aye, we'll do a wee... Wait, let me make sure it is. That's the Saturday.
I think you said it was the Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Aye, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
What is it?
We'll take...
Oh, fucking phone. It's a gaming festival in Dumfries for mental well-being. Apparently they project games onto the side of buildings and you play them.
Is it for like Down syndromes and that?
It's for mental
health.
Well-being.
Alright, I'll do that.
Aye, see if we can get like a game of Mario Kart and that, like on the side of the mid-steeple. Aye, so if you want to come...
Meet Banjo. We'll definitely not be there because we're not organised enough to sort this out. But
I'll go on.
I'm up for going.
We'll get drunk and fucking...
play some video games. Aye, fuck it, let's do it.
When is it?
Get some photos and that for the Facebook.
A week on Saturday.
Sound, aye.
Maybe even going live on Facebook. See what's going on.
Ooh.
I'm not doing that.
I am.
Aye, sound.
I never asked you.
But, aye, alright. Aye, get yourselves down to Dumfries and show a bit of support for the all mental health.
They're not going to ask for donations and shit, are they?
It's a fucking charity,
mate.
Oh, right.
Of course they are.
Ask for donation. You shouldn't have to be asked for a fucking start. You should want to
donate. I donate every
shout,
fucking day. I donate every day to charities. Thank you.
Dude, what?
Leaving your change at the co-op collection tins isn't donating to charity, mate. I'm sorry.
It is.
No, it's not really.
It is.
Ambulance services.
But
when I pay by card, they're like, you want to add an extra thingy? I was like, aye, beep.
On your cell, son.
I see.
Supporting.
Every day.
You're such a charitable soul.
Every day, mate.
There you go, mate.
Plus, to be fair, if we...
And I've adopted an orangutan, so there you go.
You have not...
I have. Mimi, it's called.
Fuck off.
I swear to God.
Have you actually?
Aye.
Well, were you seeing any of them fucking adverts at 2 in the
morning? No, it's on Monkey Life.
This is Mimi.
No, Monkey Life, and you get to pick what monkey you have. I got it from my ex.
Did they send you a pack?
Aye.
I got it for my ex.
Can I see the pack?
I don't know if my ex has got it or if it's still Gancy B's one. I still pay it.
How much is it?
It's a lot. I thought, like, I'm not going to say it, I thought you get the monkey, but... the price.
Of course you did.
the price, yeah, I thought
he was
getting the fucking
about the high street where we fucking orangutan holding his hand.
I donated like £90 or something, man, to get it, like...
What a fucking tag.
Is it a monthly thing?
No. Yearly.
90 quid a year.
90 quid a year. For 90 quid a year, you thought you were getting an orangutan.
No, it's not. It's like, it was a wee baby thing. But no, it was, I don't know what I pay. I just ignore it. I still pay it though. I get like a lifetime free entry to the Monkey Life though.
Where's Monkey Life? What are you talking?
Oh, it's fucking way past London. I didn't.
You might get miles out of that.
I didn't
free membership.
I didn't ken where it was.
£200 in petrol to get in free.
Mimi, it's called.
Why didn't you do him for like Edinburgh Zoo or something?
How was it? See if you can find that pack. Bring it in.
Bring it in, man. I want to look at that.
I'm sure I've still got it on the website.
If you can bring it in, I'll adopt a snow leopard. Fuck it.
They're all dead, mate.
I see the adverts still.
That's a fake, that. Like, they're all dead.
They're all dead. They're all gone. I've seen them.
Look at UNICEF, man. They're still fucking laundering the money.
There's a shout. See if we got the gaming thing. We can put our podcast t-shirts on so everybody can see it. Right, bring it anyway.
What? Have you?
The fuck gen. Aye.
Oh, aye, that's it.
Aye, we've got two though. Bring the Gee
Mate,
Gym.
tumble dryers, fuck.
Bring the Gee Gym. We'll take it to the gaming event thing and everybody will ken who we are. Plus, if there's a chance folk are taking photos, we might be in the background like photobombing, like, visit the podcast.
We'll bring the mouse
I'm
pad.
definitely doing that.
Can we get drunk?
Aye.
Oh, and pour in them free. So what else we got to do?
There's not a lot going on in them.
Right, I'm changing the segue here. Changing the direction we're going a little bit. People on TikTok. You on TikTok, Banjo?
Man, I fucking
that
hate
thing needs to
I
fuck
hate that
off,
shit.
man.
Like,
I'm not on it, but I hear it's like Vine.
no,
Is
it's
it?
worse
Aye.
than Vine. It's
Aye,
Vines were funny. TikTok is not funny.
Vine was never funny.
It was.
Logan Paul was on it. It was shit.
Yeah.
I like Vine.
But
Some Vines were funny.
hear
A
about
lot of Vines were funny.
Hmm.
TikTok's shite though.
It's when you showed me them fucking Vine compilations, funniest ever, and I'm like, mate, this is shite.
Mate, I love Vine.
People on TikTok are coating their testicles in soy sauce, right? Why do you think somebody would be doing this, Banjo?
For the sodium.
You're almost correct. Apparently, see if you put soy sauce on your nuts, you can taste it in your mouth. Apparently so.
Is that the kind of thing where you like...
And there's scientific
salt and pepper?
fact behind this. I read there. I'm going to have to find the bit. It was somebody new research found that these taste proteins for sweet and umami, that's the amino acid taste found in soy sauce, not only exist in the testicles, but they also play a big role in the fertility of mice. So apparently you can taste shit through your nuts, and because soy sauce is such a strong flavour, if you put it on your balls, you'll taste the soy sauce in your mouth.
I've had a lassie cover my knob in Coke.
That's the same thing.
Did you taste it in your mouth?
I was snorting it, so I...
I'm definitely going to try that.
Function of taste receptors and signaling proteins outside of the taste system is still unclear. But apparently, yeah, you
See,
can.
How deep have you got the gun though? Like,
What are you thinking of getting like a cup of soy sauce?
well,
and
if it's
like
my nuts or his
teabagging?
nuts, my nuts, like...
No, I don't think they're dunking their nuts in soy sauce.
Aye,
I think
but
what they're doing is getting a bit of soy sauce on their fingers and dabbing it.
Right.
That would be a
I
guess.
I expected the whole dunk like in a cup.
you think a dunk?
If you've got to like dunk them, then Banjo's
Aye.
fine with an egg cup.
Yeah.
Aye.
I'm going to need a flower pot.
I'm
My
not quite
two balls are like one. They're
My
just like,
2 balls are 1.
they're like...
I think it's a I would have.
tight wee sack.
It's TikTok's an app you'd have to download, right?
Aye.
Yeah, I'm not
Shite.
downloading TikTok.
Apparently, it's a fucking observation thing for the Chinese government, but I don't know.
I would imagine it's a dab based on these pictures because there's like I assume these are famous TikTok people.
I've no idea. I don't know why.
He's not dunking his nuts in that, right?
I think it would,
I mean, I
like,
guess.
And then there was a guy in a car that's
Then
got
why
like
not just
10 million
pour
followers.
it straight through the hingy onto his hands and then...
Yeah, see this guy. It doesn't look like he's dunking
Maybe
his
he's got
nuts in
small
that.
nuts, man.
Nah, it must just be
In
like
a car
rub.
fully closed. I don't think he's dunk prepared.
Mate, I've had wanks in my car fully closed.
That doesn't even slightly surprise me.
So give that a shot and let's get how you get on with it in the comments.
I'm definitely trying that.
Well, I'll
and
get a
using it away.
picture and like the same bowl and that with 3 nuts in it. Well, 2, 4, 6, 6 nuts.
No.
Oh, well. That was my Instagram idea. Fuck then. So.
But you can't have that on Instagram because it's nudity.
Get banned.
Is it though?
It is, aye.
It's testicles.
You
yes.
nuts.
No, it's about all the pig nuts.
What other strange things have you put in your nuts, Banjo?
Have I actually got to answer
I've
that?
got a pal that got his girlfriend a big jar of Nutella for Christmas so they could eat it off each other. Like the family pack.
Oh, God.
I feel like
and then
out of
after
the
2
three of
weeks
us,
he was
Banjo,
like, it's taking the piss. And he just started just eating it with a spoon and just didn't bother with it.
out of the 3 of us, Banjo, you're the one most likely to have put some strange shit on your nuts. That's why I asked the question.
I've put strange shit on other folk.
Other
Not-
folks'
not
nuts?
me. No, just other lassies. Other lassies in general. Candle wax and that in the back. And
Candle waxed in the back.
candle wax.
Essential.
Wee bit of ice. Shit like that.
I need to take a piss. I feel like this has got to turn this conversation.
Aye, so...
Was that fun?
It was actually...
What's the candle wax?
Aye.
Because it's a wee bit hot. Like, it's oof. Like, oof.
The pain thing.
Aye, but it's not...
Is that like
it's not
Kim
too
when folk
intense.
like getting hit?
No.
Is that like that? It's
No.
pain, innit?
Well, aye, like, Ken
Gone for a piss.
a wee bit of biting and fucking a wee bit of hair pulling and shit like that.
There's a big difference between like hair pulling and like burning candle wax. I
No,
would
because
assume.
it only burns for like a wee split second. It's not that bad.
Aye?
Mm.
You're gonna ring, mate.
Right.
Love you, bye.
Aye, son, I'll message you.
Love you, bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Man, fuck yous.
So Banjo just got a phone call about soy sauce. I'll just leave the conversation in.
No, I don't know. I'll have to see what you've. I'll have to listen to it first. Though.
He'll edit the conversation. Right, so ice cubes and fucking candle wax.
So what's going on with that?
About?
Ice cubes, candle wax, a wee bit of fucking shit like that. I've not done it for a while. I've done the ice cubes, a coke on the clit. I've done that quite a lot.
That's my go-to move in the bedroom.
What else, man? I don't know.
Smoke weed out your asshole.
I've took lines off lassies' asses and shit like. Oh man, I've done
Isn't he fucking Jordan Belfort?
I've done it here, a fucking horrible shit like. I've used. Oh no, I'm not even gonna say that.
What you got? He's a story.
Story, man. You get all my stories.
You think you could beat a leopard in a fight?
You versus leopard.
Something I've not done in a minute.
Have you watched the New Year Doctor Who yet, by the way?
Oh, come on.
You know what?
Let's not talk about this again.
Doctor Who's shit.
Talked about this last week.
Did we?
R//
I've still not
would
watched
you
it.
rather? Right, here we go. I'll see if I can find this. Would you rather get a raging erection every time you're around a child, or scream the N-word every time someone says Obama?
N-word.
N-word. You would have to.
Yep.
You couldn't just be like, it's a condition.
Aye.
I'm sure it is. You know what I mean?
Oh, Christ.
Right.
Tell you what folks should check out. Fuck Reddit 50/50.
That's a killer, mate.
That's...
We need to record 50/50.
Aye. We couldn't put it on YouTube either.
I'd have to blur a lot.
Aye. Have you ever been on Reddit 50/50, Banjo?
No.
Get on Reddit 50/50 when you get home.
Right.
It's basically you click on a link and it'll be one of two things.
Alright.
Either something usually really good or
It's
something
like
real bad.
Cute dog with big eyes smiling or some shit like that. And then the other one is dog gets hit by a car and then into a fence. And
and it shows you like a picture or a video.
I'll show you
no,
like
fuck
the
that,
videos.
man. I'm
it's
not
madness,
doing
man.
that. Fuck that.
Would you rather have the ability to tell if someone were lying with 100% accuracy, or have the ability to know how and when everyone around you is going to die?
First gen. I wouldn't.
Can you put bets in the second gen?
What? I bet
ask Paddy Power. Can I hang like?
When will Deke... what?
Oh, probably the first.
He's not going to give a fuck if when Deke dies.
What? So you just got to walk into Paddy Power and be like, Deke's got to die.
Oh no, because that could get you into trouble.
18th of November, 2035, and then a day.
If you started betting on 8 of your pals all the time and you got it all right, they'd be like,
no, the first gen.
I'll see if we can find a good gen.
I don't know why you would want to kind of folk were going to die.
Never died.
I suppose you could brace yourself for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Would you rather have carpet in your bathroom or kitchen?
Mate, I've got carpet in my bathroom.
What's
wrong with you, man? Fucking hell.
I'd rather have it in the bathroom.
I don't know, like I wouldn't have it in the kitchen, but I wouldn't have it in the
that's
fucking
a fire
bathroom
hazard.
either.
Where would you rather have it?
I'd live in a box.
What yin's closer?
Live outside. Live outside.
Yeah, I've got mine in
I think
the
a carpeted
bathroom.
bathroom's fine.
I do have that, like top stairs bathroom.
Depends how much you drink.
What?
I mean, if you drink a lot and you're gassed all the time.
If you're pissing all over the carpet, you need that in your life.
No, I do that anyway, man. Sober.
Right.
Get a grip. Right.
I sit down pee in the middle of the night though.
Shit,
I don't stand.
You sit down pee in the middle of the night. Why?
Because I don't trust myself standing. Because I don't open my eyes.
Because you're dizzy and what?
I don't open my eyes.
What, when you're taking a piss?
No.
Who does,
when
right? That just seems
when
like
I go to the
hassle.
toilet in the middle of the night, I know which way I go, so I don't open my eyes.
Do you think you'll continue your dream if you didn't open your eyes?
No, I just
like when you're 5.
I feel like I'll wake up more, and I don't want that, so I just keep my eyes shut. I'm too fucked, so I just walk through, know where I'm going, sit down, and then pee.
I thought you were genuinely like wandering through the toilet and being like, no, if I open my eyes, I'll not be able to go through to the same dream. Kind of like when you were 5. Did you ever do that when you were younger?
I
do. If you didn't open your eyes, you could keep the same dream.
I still gone into the same dream, even when I wake up. If it's like, see when I wake up, see when you wake up and then you gone back to sleep, like doze off, that's when I start dreaming. And then if I keep waking up, if I fall straight back to sleep after that, I can fall back into that same dream.
You wake up 2 hours late for work, would you still go?
No.
I do a fuck, man.
Same. This has got
times I've
63.
phoned in sick
This
for that. Like.
one post has got 63,500 upvotes and 14k comments. Yeah, top comment. Yeah, I'm usually punctual and my boss is not a huge pain in the ass. Go fuck yourself, sir. Downvoted. Cunt. There's somebody that likes his job. Imagine the fucking novelty.
The absolute fucking cheek of some folk doing what they enjoy.
This is Ask Reddit's giving me nothing.
Well, hopefully I'll be in the ambulance next year.
Aye.
I don't know when they're recruiting for Dumfries and Galloway, but I hope it's something.
Look at that, you could be in
and
the ambulance.
I really hope they didn't listen to this podcast before the interview.
You'll be right.
No, that's a thing now. Like, a lot of bits, like, look at your social media and that.
Mm-hmm.
And mine is literally, like, I didn't put anything on it, so it's just me sharing.
You went on your Facebook and
Haggis
seen
stuff.
what you can view as, like, the public.
Yeah.
Aye.
I went on mine, man, and it's just that naked picture of me standing. That I need to change settings. Look at that, you'll be in the ambulance, I'll hopefully be in the army, and then Hawk will be at GBM.
What a fucking prick you are. You're saying that like you're going to stay in the army for longer than 6 months.
Mate, I'll stay in the army until my dog retires, and then I'll leave.
What are you going to do when you leave?
I was hoping to move to America and open up my own business.
Fuck off!
What the fuck are you doing that?
What's your business plan?
A shooting range and a gun shop. A gun store and a shooting range.
For all the money you're piling away for being in the army.
Aye.
Are you high?
All the time.
Silly question. How much do you get paid in the army?
I'm not going to be spending much.
That's not what he asked.
That's not what I said.
And yes, you will, because I can't what you're fucking like.
Aye.
I won't drink. I
spent fucking £60 on bets at the weekend. None of them came in.
I wouldn't bet, because I wouldn't be watching.
I sponsored an orangutan because I thought I'd guess it. You know what I mean?
Fuck yous, man.
I'm not going to spend a lot.
Fuck yous.
Mr. Financially Stable over here and £300 into his fucking £200 overdraft. What'd you get paid today?
Paid today? Aye.
When'd you get paid next? You'll be well into the overdraft next week.
I'm blowing my savings. I can't help you buy ice.
Your mic's not working any longer.
Is it fucking switched on?
I don't know how long it's been like that.
I've no idea. Try searching for it. It's back on.
Oh, God. Listen, lads. I think we might be done at this point. Right, let's just close the shit. Banjo's mic cut out for a minute there. I'm drinking, and I don't know how long I didn't notice for. I'll maybe sort that out.
No idea. We'll have a look.
Aye. Right, let's close the shit out. It's 10:30. I want to go home. Let's fucking go.
Right, make sure you like that like button, subscribe to that
get
subscribe
fingered by
button,
this
and comment on that comment button. Just comment shite and fucking show your support, share our shit.
See if you speak into the mic, it helps.
And,
it does. Like.
Do everything like...
You're sitting there like this. Just comment and that.
I thought I'm speaking loud enough for the folk to hear me.
You've got to speak. It's not a fucking mic they use at the X Factor, mate. These are shite mics.
Oh, are they?
You've got
They're
to speak
actually
into
quite
them.
good.
You've got to speak into them though.
Like,
Like if you speak,
They're
here,
just
you
not
hear
they're just not condenser mics.
Yeah.
No idea what that means, but Deke, you want to take over for me here? Cheers.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Shite bag if you didn't. And we'll be back next week. I thought we should have a guest next week. Actually, we should have Andrew next week. So look forward to it, and we'll see you at the gaming festival in Dumfries. Bye.